welcome. By the title of the video, you've definitely guessed that I am playing Muramasa Rebirth. So this is on the Vita, and I do have a Vita, but you can't record on a Vita, so I actually went out and got a PS TV for this, solely because I actually really like this game. It is a fantastic game that originally came out on the Wii, which is where I actually first played it. I never owned it. I actually pirated it, and I was like, well, I never owned a Wii at the time. No harm, no foul. But when I did eventually get the Vita and this game was actually distributed on the Vita, I actually went out and got it on the PSN because it was only available on the PSN. So if you're not too familiar with the term Muramasa, it refers to a man who made blades. He was a blacksmith, and those blades are, I'd say it's a superstition, and that is the blades are cursed. Essentially, they make the owner bloodthirsty, or the person starts to go mad and hear visions. It's legend, Japanese legend, and that's most of what the premise of this story is about. Well, not really. Essentially, it's an element to the story, quite a heavy one. There's a lot of folklore that goes way over the top of my head. I'm not Japanese, and I have a very limited understanding of Japanese culture, so from what I can glean, I could probably explain. But other than that, I got nothing. So this is, I think it's Kisuke, and the other one's Momohime. Yeah. Which is a funny name, because I know Momo is Peach, and Hime means princess. As I said, my Japanese is very limited. Very limited. That's alright. So, I don't know if you've ever played this game before, but if you have, you would know that it is a side-scrolling game. Very reminiscent of old school, we're talking pre-PS1 games. It's pretty similar to, I think it's, as you can see, I've not played this game in many years at all. And we are going on, so I can put on Fury difficulty, but I don't want to, solely because this is you get one shot, essentially. Yeah, I don't want to get one shot, because that would be so shit. It is really hard, and I don't have the patience nor the skill to do it. So we're going to go on Chaos, not because it's the hardest. It should be somewhat more difficult than Legend, which is recommended for new players. I did beat the game originally on this mode, so I've beaten it twice on this mode actually. So obviously we've got two characters. We've got the story of Momohime and the story of Kisuke. So how this works is essentially they each have their own little story that sort of ties in together. There's 3 endings to the game, which I will eventually end up going through, where they do interact in some capacity, which is nice. Their stories are completely independent, even though the bosses are repeated for both of them, and the world is the same for both, obviously, because there's only one world, which is this world. And so we're going to go with Ninja Scroll, the Demon Blade. We're going to go with Kisuke first. So combat tutorial. Jeez, this is going to be fun. Yes, I'm just going to, I'm not exactly competent at perfect. Jump. But a double jump, that doesn't count. So if you jump and hold, you get to glide. It's really useful, that actually. Double jump, and then obviously you can double jump and glide, but it didn't let me. Awesome. So essentially I think it's just square, and there are different combos. So you could aim upwards, or yeah. So if you hold down, you crouch. Oh no, so crazy. So if you obviously you crouch, and then yeah, so you can do quite a lot of combos. It's probably not as It's probably not as extensive as, say, Blaze Blue, which, I mean, if you play Blaze Blue, those combos are nuts. By crouching, you can evade. Whoop. That was terrible. Oh, and we got the Charging Slash. Oh, that was... So, down, hold, boom. That is actually a really strong move when you get down to it, because it hits multiple times. While holding down square. It's a shame you don't get to do a lot of these multiple times. And obviously when enemies are airborne, you can what do we want? Yeah, I forgot you could do that. Oh, I can't believe I forgot you could do that. Oh man, that is so cool. By holding down square in midair, you can perform a diving thrust. That is the reminiscent of old Link Smash Bros right there. Circle, if you hold circle, you end up using the secret art. The secret art stuffs your gauge. So obviously below Cyclone at the top you have a gauge, and that gauge gets depleted by using circle. And you can move this. In this particular case I couldn't. Cyclone is fairly good actually, honestly. I do know that, so if I just hold down that, it'll just hit me and it'll do nothing. It does lower the gauge though, unless you do it perfectly. Oh yeah. Take it, buddy. Just take it. And I didn't press it at the right time. I decided to get hit. Come on, let's do it. Yeah. You can use Cyclone itself to actually deflect. You can't just press down square. You gotta actually time it. You can use stuff like Cyclone to actually defend. So the broken blade is a bit of an annoying thing. So if you keep deflecting, eventually it goes critical and the blade breaks. And it's like, oh no, woe is me. So usually when that happens, you take a little bit of damage and then you can't use the blade. And so it's pretty much, I mean, you can use it, but you just do no damage. So what you then want to do is you want to press triangle to swap your blade. And depending on what goes on, if the 3 icons up the top for each sword are glowing, you actually do that quick draw attack. You can't just continuously use quick draw. So you gotta wait to the flash. Boom, and then you can do it again. Bam. So you've got 2 types of swords. You've got regular swords and long blades and long swords. Even though katanas are not swords, they're actually blades. And everywhere in the script, to my knowledge, says sword, even though it is a blade. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, I'm not particularly... let's change this up. I prefer regular swords, personally. And you can just keep attacking them. It is entirely possible to just keep going. I personally prefer regular... we're going to call it swords, because that's what the game calls it, even though I know it's a blade. So when the blade is sheathed, you can't do crap. And that is the end of the tutorial. So you've got items there at the top right, and you can just change them up, not too complicated. Rice ball, and so you want to consume the rice ball, then you get full. When you're full, you can't eat more food, and your HP gauge is on the top left, and so is your level. That's what the 1 is, obviously. That's what it's explaining now, which is fantastic. You can get a lot of healing items if you want. Let's not and say we did. So now we get the story. So this is a barrier. Can't exactly get past it yet, which is a bit of a shame. Super annoying. There is an achievement that's actually really cool in this souls. Yeah, souls essentially are like our power source. Yeah, in this world, which allow you to make blades. Sometimes it's worth collecting them. You find a lot of the time it's not really... Oh, seriously? No, you can't actually move that. That is such a shame. Oops. definitely stuffed that up. And I'm getting Mars handed to me. Definitely deserve. I'm doing like no damage too. Things do get better in the later stages of the game. So the only reason why I changed over that is because if you actually take a look at the top of the screen, you can see how the sword on the left is actually, there's a gauge around it that's a diamond. It slowly goes up. I'm pretty certain that HP is going to be a problem in the early game. They do sort of repeat the environments a little bit, just to expand out the game, which can be somewhat sad, because obviously it becomes very repetitive. Damn it. So this is our first treasure, and treasures could be a lot of random things, from accessories to you name it. I think the best accessory in the game, so that was healing pellets. That's not too bad. The best accessory in the game actually allows you to do your super moves indefinitely. So that was a terrible super move, but yeah. I am a really, really big fan of this game. And the only problem is I'm actually pretty shit at it, so. And I'm actually hoping that the controller's not loud, because you end up pressing it a fair bit actually. Because obviously you're constantly pressing square to flawless victory. XP. XP does get pretty ridiculous too. It's super good though, because you instantly there it is. Get full health when you level up. So if you were to max your level at 99, which is entirely possible to do, I did it with Mahime in the last playthrough I did. The disadvantage is when you're in combat and you could level up. So samurai are a bit of a problem. So you actually, so you want to execute a charge attack. So yeah, because we know how that ends. And that breaks that sword. So I've stuffed up and I've forgotten what my healing button is. It's down. Awesome. So there we go. And I'm terrible at guarding, so awesome. I probably shouldn't be using bamboo flasks. They are better than the others, which are healing pellets. Healing pellets are pretty mediocre, honestly. Damn. So, change in blade. As I said, I'm not a really big, big fan of, what do you call it? Silly boys. Yeah, it does counter, the, what do you call those circle things? Those shuriken, with the deflect with Cyclone. If I go back to here, only because I want to show something, there are certain areas in the map, like here, where it'll eventually show up as sections that you can move down on the path. I think if we go to the map, don't even own a map. That's crazy. That's crazy. You can actually engage in certain areas. So the problem with this is if you examine it, the chances are it could be something bad or good. In this particular case, it's bamboo flask. Sometimes you get ambushed. Sometimes not. It's not, you know, the craziest thing in the world. We want another healing pallet. I don't want to get wrecked. I'm already looking incredibly foolish. Nah. Let's do it. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so usually I'd go down and then flick up if I could. As I said, I'm not fantastic at this game, which is why I'm gonna... No reward. Lame. Bloody XP bonus. I'm pretty certain it's... Ooh, damn. That is a bomb. So, I like to take out bombers first. Seriously, buddy? Yeah, look at that. That's just... I wonder if I can... Damn it. There we go. Now we'll get the charge move, right? You can actually just keep, just dodging up like that, and then... Wow. There we go. And I'm stuffing up my charge move, like, all the time. We don't want to go down there. We want to drop down. Ooh. That's one thing that sometimes when you finish an area, souls, they're not really worth running around for. You just don't get enough souls during your world map adventures. Not in my opinion, you don't. Other people might disagree. Couldn't tell you. Can we find more bad guys? You can't actually deflect the bombs. Buddy! Wow, the fact that it's taken so long just to kill one guy, that's embarrassing on my part. I don't want to get hit with bombs. Oh, shite. Deserve to die for this. We want to use a bamboo flask. I find the early game for me is truly terrible, where I eventually just run out of items. Or, oh shit, fire. What the fuck? That is just horrible. I'm going tragic. There we go, look at that. Oh, that was horrible. I'm doing so bad. The game doesn't penalize you when it comes to experience, but at the same time, I'm not exactly getting money, because you do have money in the bottom right, and I'm just not getting that much. I'm actually really hoping I get a map soon, or hit level 2. I'm pretty sure we'll get ambushed in here. Nope, healing parts. That's actually okay. What do we got? So obviously I'm using the triangle button to compensate for the fact that I'll have to what do you call it? Eventually heal, and there's a delay timer on the heal. I didn't even need to heal at the end because I leveled up. I'm such a fool. Oh, that's alright. And so what I try and do is I try and time my triangle, which is the quick draw, so that I can heal, given the chance. Yeah. You notice you just don't... Oh, wow. Yeah, you did... Oh, shit. There we go. Healing pellets. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really bad. Oh, this is doing so horrible. So, I'm pretty certain this is our save spot. Awesome. Saved a game. Super wise. Yeah. Pretty certain there is a shrine up around here. It says so in the well, not exactly a shrine, it's a boss. No, save point and boss. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, jeez. I'm already feeling embarrassed. So this is in Yamashiro, Mount Fushimi. Kisuke, your infamy has spread throughout the land. Even if you manage to escape us again, we will hunt you down like the animal you are, for as long as you live. Even though you knew the consequences for desertion, you chose to run away. The rules of our clan are absolute. Save everybody the trouble and give up now. The fugitive ninja, Kisuke, I guess that's supposed to be me. So, you sort of get... I like this option, it's actually quite fantastic. It's a way to get a little bit more information about the context of the story. Because every time you go in for a boss battle, it's pretty much like a free save point following story following boss. And so you get to talk to other ninja about what's going to happen before obviously the big fight. Try anything stupid and we'll cut you down and leave your body where it drops. There's no way for you to escape us, so don't waste your time trying. Our master has summoned ninja not only from Iga, but from all the surrounding provinces. No matter where you run, we'll be there waiting for you. Hey ninja body. I don't understand how you managed to kill so many of us. When we faced off in Skull Valley, your sword skills didn't seem all that impressive. So, all the little rodents scurrying in the shadows are from Skull Valley. Seems pretty damn pathetic to send so many people just to deal with me. I think the dialogue is just repeated. So one of the things that's a bit disappointing is the game didn't localize with the English, but when released on the Wii, it didn't have English anyway. So, who do you intend to take your orders from? Tell us, and your death will be swift and painless. Refuse, and we'll kill you slowly and painfully as possible. Yeah. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Even if I wanted to tell you anything, I can't. I don't remember a goddamn thing. When I woke up, it was like my past just fell out of my head. I have no idea who you guys are or what you think I did to you. So you're not going to tell us what you want to know without a fight, eh? I guess you're a real ninja after all. So, boss time. So we get some context with the story. Kisuke, what part of I don't remember anything is so damn hard to understand. But if you think I'm going to let you torture or kill me, you can go screw yourselves. Since nothing I say will get you to shut the hell up, just draw your swords and let's get this over with. I'll make a mountain of corpses. Make a mountain out of your corpses. So if you have played this game, you know that if you're meant to really start with Momohime, it gives you a lot more context of what's going on. You arrogant little pissant. I, Kurozaru of the Skull Valley Asado Ninja Clan, will rip you to shreds with my pinwheel shuriken. So I don't think I can dodge the pinwheel shuriken. Yeah, I didn't think I could. But what I can do is be silly. So if you've yeah, there's multiple health bars. So if the whole point is that you're meant to predict. Then you want to heal, and then you want to heal again. What we're going to do is we're going to Cyclone up, because you can see the little damage it does. And I actually stuffed that up. Dual Blade. So one way is to move and then go from behind. And then hopefully not be shit about it. So obviously when you beat them down the first time, there's multiple bars of health. And I stuffed up. And I really stuffed up. So what it's going to come upwards. So I'm going to change blade. Actually, I'm going to heal first. I'm going to change blade. that's super irritating, because then I get Celestial Eye. And that's like a rage attack, which is super annoying. I'm pretty sure if I hold it in, it's not ideal. I stuffed up. So I tried to guard there the best I could, but I definitely stuffed that up. So I am just trying to dodge his physical attacks. Oh, bastard. Let's bail out. Let's change to Bamboo Flask and heal up. So that's 80 HP. That's not too bad. So let's... definitely stuff that up. So he can't... as long as I'm not on the ground at the wrong time, it should be fine. So we want to swap out blades. So if I use my special, I can effectively... I know this is sort of cheap, but I can try and dodge some of the pain. So I sort of want to not be in the corner. See if I can get him to follow me out of the corner. Oop. Now... Wow, I can't believe I managed to get fucking... I was like, oh yeah, I managed to get smart about it. Let's not say we did. What have I got? I've got nothing. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, come on, buddy. So what happens when you have no swords? Well, it sucks, and then I just died. It really sucks to be you is what it is. So, as you can sort of tell, I am more than rusty. And it's unfortunate that it's... I mean, you could grind this out. The two-handed sword... the long swords are generally stronger. He's going to keep... And then he's going to do a third hit. This way. And we go this way. So if we are smart, there we go. Good boy. I haven't taken too much damage. I say that and then I get hit. Okay, so he is going to be annoying. We go this way. So I can't actually engage. That's fine. There we go. I was sort of hoping I could... damn it. There we go. Let's go this way. Damn it. Oh, I should manage to guard it. He's probably going to destroy this blade. And then... So we might as well swap over to Dual Blaze. And then he snaps that one anyway. So I obviously can't do damage, which isn't a problem. Oh. So you can understand why I really... Okay, well, Celestial Eye, that's fine. Let's not say we did. That's fine. Come on, I believe in you, buddy. Let's go to Cyclone. Wow, you almost destroyed my blade in one hit. Bamboo Flask. Typical. Yeah, this is quite frustrating. So, now, you may think in the early game it's a little harder because you don't really do that much damage. Oh, seriously. And you'd have no way to restore the What do you call it? Yeah, look at that. Damn it. No way to restore your blades. What do you call it? HP, for a lack of better words. We got healing pellets. You have to wait, but I mean, if you get a little bit further on in the story, so there we go. Yeah, look at that. That's alright. And we can do it. Yeah, we go, look at that. We're actually making it. I don't know what this does. Oh, I love it. Yeah, damn it, I can't believe I got hit on the way through. That's alright. Sometimes when I actually feel like being good, I try and juggle the boss as it's dead. I mean, you can pretend. If you're that good, awesome. So that's Nagasone. Kotetsu. Boom. And so now, so the way the game sort of blocks your progress through different areas is obviously to create barriers. You need boss weapons to break barriers. Is there other reasons? Yes. So this is back in the Nameless Shrine. Excuse me, Master Ninja. After seeing your formidable skills on display in your most recent battle, I have a favor to ask of you. My name is Yuzuriha, one of the Kitsune of Fushimi. Before you ask, there is a reason why I'm appearing before you in this somewhat beastly form. Just as our master, the god Inari, aided swordsmiths in times of old, so do I, and my kin support those greatly skilled in creating the tools of war. However, we cannot continue to fulfill our obligations with our strength alone, which is why I have come here to request your aid. So one of the things I'd really love to know is if this is how they actually talk in both the era and just naturally. Because obviously if you're putting on a play or performance, there's some level of swagger or bravado. And so I would say that in a game or a performance of some sorts, you would have that alter your inflection, your tone, and the language in some capacity. So I'd be really interested to know if this is normal for both the time and well, the people. Will you now lend your ears to my humble request? Seeing as you went through the hassle of making yourself beautiful, I guess I can at least listen to what you want me to do. I wish for nothing more than for you to use your sword and to deliver us the souls of those whose lives you have taken. For only the flames of anger generated by those souls are capable of giving life to newly formed blades. Through it be wrought with a blacksmith's skill. Though it be wrought with a though. English, what can I say? The weapons that you humans refer to as demon blades cannot be forged without the proper flame. What do we got? Little Fox 1! I thought you were as good as dead, but I was obviously wrong. Your skills are truly amazing. Kitsune. First Iga ninjas, now a pack of degenerate Fushimi foxes. The insanity never ends, does it? I doubt that anything will ever surprise me again. Kitsune. That's a demon fox, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am. Fox barking orders at a blacksmith? Sounds like a piss-poor punchline. What self-respecting blacksmith would take advice from a dog? The master swordsmith of Seisu. Muramasa Senji, whose name is used as a curse by the Tokugawa clan, and those swords can't be sheathed until they taste blood. That Muramasa? Indeed, Lord Muramasa may have died in the Muromachi period, but his spirit remains in this world and continues to forge swords to this day. And Foxy 3. It seems that the weapon you have is Muramasa. Then you must already know, yes. If shattered, the Muramasa-wrought blade will feed upon the ethereal and restore itself if kept sheathed. And I can just proceed whenever. Awesome. I'm going to head to Skull Valley in Iga and see if I can't find anything that will help me remember who and what I am. I was kind of worried about charging into the enemy stronghold by myself, but knowing that I have a demon blade makes me breathe a little easier. And if this sword doesn't turn into a stick by morning, I'll play along with you, even though I'm pretty sure you're going to screw me in the end. Well, I mean, the tales don't particularly end well. So awesome, we get to equip a new blade, yay me. Forge. I am Muramasa Senji, a swordsmith from the Kawana domain in the Ise province. As the sharpness of a blade defines its essence, I spent my life pursuing the perfect blade, with an edge so keen it can cut through anything in the four realms. Such a weapon would be feared by demons and gods alike. The terror would engender? I have no idea what the word engender means. Actually, you know what? Just because I've never... I mean, apart from playing this game, I've never heard the context for engender. Let's actually look it up. Come on, phone. Let's not be as slow as possible. That's one thing that sort of annoys me. I always buy old phones because, well... And I don't mean old phones, I mean older generation phones, because they're so much cheaper than new phones. And so it's a case of, yeah, I have an S5 when an S10 is out. But it cost me like $170 relative to the probably $1,000 price tag it was when it first came out. Wow. I'm surprised my phone is this unresponsive. It's just ridiculous. Wow. Close that. Oh, I can't even close down. I'm better off literally just going to the other screen, just typing it in. Jeez. Let's try that again. Engender. Cause or give rise to feeling, situation, or condition. So, the terror it would cause would render them impotent. Impotent. I'm gonna look that word up too, just because I feel like a fool. Unable to take action. Oh, its power could not be denied. And it is because of my obsession with creating the perfect cursed sword that I am fated to put the hammer to the steel day and night forever. Okay, let's ignore this, blah blah blah, we'll explain it. So in other words, you have a strength and vitality level, and that essentially affects the requirements for certain blades. So for example, the further we go down, you need far more strength and vitality to be able to wield a sword. So you can see the requirements are quite, they actually get ridiculous. I think at the very bottom it's about 2,000. 2,000, sorry, 200. Why did I get 2,000? So this being technically the strongest blade, I'm pretty sure it's called Oboro Muramasa. It requires a ridiculous amount of stats, ridiculous level of stats. So this is where we get to, if you notice going down the very center, this is Kisuke's. This is generally all of his blades, and this is all of Momohime's blades. Obviously, the bigger, what would you call it, square boxes it means there's a boss weapon, and so they are what limit your progress quite heavily in the early game. And then you get to here where you need to actually have both Kisuke and Mumihime weapons to proceed, and that's what this essential middle line is, leading to the ultimate blade. And so you really sort of get restricted in some ways and not in others. Yeah, so that also breaks that particular barrier, by the way. That breaks the orange, that's yellow. It's not really that big a deal by the end of it. I think there's 8 different barriers. So we probably I want short swords. Just short swords, regular swords. So you can see that one has the highest attack. That's a long sword. I could go down here and get 28, but I can't wield it. Ooh, 19. I will go this one just because. So as I said, I prefer regular swords. It's just they don't do as much damage, and that is fair enough. Mirage blade acquired. So now that I have that, the weird thing is if I never forge that, I could still get this and I could still follow down to my knowledge, so it's not too big a deal. Yes, blades, and I have no accessories, so oh, it's a better blade anyway. 15, 17, we'll go Mirage. Yeah, I'm slightly better off. So if you were to speedrun this, which actually there's an achievement for speedrunning, save it, because you should always save your game. If you were to speedrun it, there's actually an achievement for 3 hours to actually finish an entire playthrough. Bring up the map, okay. Wrong button. Is that the right button? Yeah, so we need to go all the way back there. Generally I don't have the map enlarged. I just, nah, sometimes I do, it depends. So in cases like this, sometimes you do end up getting ambushed on the way back. Usually after you've cleared out an area, you're less likely to encounter weak minions, for lack of better words. I really do like this game. If you've played it on the Wii, the graphics, they do look dated compared to this. They definitely did a fantastic job remastering this game. Pretty sure remaster is the correct term, because remake is correct. Create from scratch. Remaster is to touch up existing models. It's actually it's a little bit of a shame that I'm only missing 3 achievements, because there are definitely some that I would have liked to use as reference. So dropping down, so you double tap it and you actually, we'll try on the tree, on the log. Yeah. Like to use as reference. So I know there is a sea monster achievement where I think you find a giant squid or a mermaid. Can't quite remember. It's been 5 years since I played this, so yeah, just some of the random stuff that appears in this game it's just it would have been an interesting guide, but huh. So when you come to this and you have the thing, bam. Though I have to admit, it does ruin the So Omi is another place where we could be going, but we are not. So system update complete. Fantastic. If you keep popping up, I'm going to be butthurt. Omi. We could... I don't actually have... I'm able to use the map. Yeah, thanks. So we have only been... We've been to Iga? No. We weren't. Yama. Oh. Okay. Okay, game, be like that. I have no idea what's going on. Sometimes in the... I'm not going to call this the red light district, but it is pretty similar. Sometimes there's... Damn bloody spirits. I know this has a particular name. There we go. You gotta actually deflect this stuff, but so terrible. It's like, There we go. I should have figured that out so much earlier. Yeah. What do you call that? It does have a particular name. Oh yeah, another one. Ninja? Yep. Well, I do a fair bit more damage. Fantastic. Sometimes you find items, other times you get ruined. I'm only doing it solely because I want the experience from the level. Because I've already been in that one that had the weird damn it. Yeah. I'm sort of butthurt. I haven't found any items. I don't know why I just went back in there. I did say it was somewhat similar to the red light district, and there are skulls everywhere. It is nothing like the red light district. Sometimes you do find shopkeepers and stuff. What the? I do not know what Abyssal Fire does. Oh. There we go, use it in the middle of a combo. Okay. That makes a bit more sense. So I could use it to continue my combo. What the? Wow, I forgot. Some of these places get actually... Ooh, item. Damn it. There we go, look at that. Fantastic. Bronze mirror. Oh, look at that. That's lovely. Wow, that's so bad. Oh man, that makes me so embarrassed. I'm pretty sure we did this one. There should be nothing in it. Oh. Hey, look at that. A place to go. Ah, ninjas. Sometimes you actually find shopkeepers and stuff. So I was sort of hoping maybe I'd find a shopkeeper because I do have a little bit of real. I think it's real. No, it's mon. Have a little bit of mon. Fantastic. At the same time, I'm sort of... Ooh, look at that. There's a kitty cat. It couldn't be bad, right? Go on, just die already. Damn it. Buttholes. I want some more healing pallets before the next boss. So I'll try and rush. Oh, level up. Sweet as... there we go, nothing. Wow, every single, you... Yeah, these guys, they do get their blades back. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic. Though it does show me off as being somewhat tragic at this game. You don't exactly get your health back without... I must have already done this one. That's lovely. So if I had to guess... Wow. Please die. There we go. Fantastic. Damn it. All these battles, random battles, just ruining my day. The XP we get is nothing either. So if we were to go this way, we would make our way to Omi, which we don't really need to go, so it's not crucial. Wow, come on, game. It's almost like it's telling me that I'm shit and I need experience. Wow, so bad. And that's my part, by the way, not that the poor ninja. 21 experience. It's almost like I should have put it on, put the kitty gloves on, and then just accepted my fate. And hey, what are you doing, buddy? Oh, they're scary. Scarier than it goes. Nothing scares me more than diabolical steamed buns. Whenever I tell people about that, they pile them around me just to hear me scream. Then, to make those terrifying treats disappear, I stuff them in my mouth. They taste good, but they're so filling. Next up, my arch enemy, tea. The fuck? The fuck did I just read? So we can actually drop down to the water area. Apart from her being there, so this is probably going to be a save point. Barriers and wards have been erected throughout the land at the command of the Shogun. I'm afraid even you cannot pass them unaided. You will need the corresponding demon blade to cut your way through the blockade. Yes, we already knew that though. Save. Continue. Wondering how challenging this boss is going to be. We could go down, but so obviously this will take us to this path here, but I don't want to take that path just yet. Hey little boy, what are you doing? I'm sorry to bother you, but have you seen the High Priest anywhere? My name is Ikkyu, an acolyte from the nearby temple. I've seen the High Priest sneak out every night, as if he was possessed by something. I was worried, so I tagged along behind him, but I lost sight of his whereabouts. So, I mean, that's foreshadowing if nothing else. Like, geez, game. Wow. This game is like got a heap of different places we can go. So this is a kitchen where you can buy food. Once with you climbing through the window, what are you, a thief or something? Go around the front door like normal customers. So we can buy stuff and we get spirit for it, which is nice. We'll just go the tuna because I am a cheap bastard. And the others, they can give you a buffs, but yeah. That's fantastic. It's a bit of an odd thing to make the item. Yeah, Inferno amulet, eh? I don't have. It's not even a thing. Must be an item. I do not know why I just went into that menu. Inferno amulet. What have we got? Here's heals immolation. Supplies, that allows me to return to a shrine I visited. It's like a free TP. Huh. I mean, the curing of immolation, somewhat useful. Some bosses do light you on fire, which can be super annoying. Yeah, there we go. It's a peddler. Thanks, buddy. So, smart thing to do, buy all the maps, buy all the books, buy the accessories. You can buy ingredients and stuff, but it's not really worth it considering how just keep buying them. I'm only buying it because I know what's going to end up happening. I can now cook because I ended up getting that recipe dish. Not recipe, the book. I can actually now cook and by cooking I can restore HP through other means. Yep, this allows us to... Sweet man. Yeah, that'll be fine. Equipment, forge. I don't actually know, we want an accessory. I did buy an accessory, the ninja belt isn't that great, but it will allow me to equip better blades. I would do either one of these if I have one more level. It's worth me doing probably this longsword, but considering I would need one more level, and there's no guarantee I'm gonna get it. I got the map. Oh, okay. So only because I'm silly and I actually want to explain it. If you can, because I obviously can't point to it. There's a glowing red flashy thing on the screen, and that is a dungeon. And the dungeons obviously have some crazy shenanigans going on with them. And I found out that I'm going the wrong way. Well, at least I now know I'm going the wrong way, because I have the full map. Before I was just guessing. So we did have to come back here. Because I can't go to the green barrier, obviously, because I don't have the blade for it. More souls. Wow, this is messed up. I mean, I'm getting my ass handed to me. I guess I'm just not really that great at this game. Come on. I don't remember if you end up getting forced to go back to the very beginning. Let's heal because I'm terrible. If you end up dying. So that's a well. So you fall down to the bottom, you get hit by items. Sometimes you actually find some other things down here. I found nothing, which is a shame. Generally items are down on the bottom, down here. I didn't find the item. Huh. So let's adjust this so maybe I might see it. Huh, it's not even thinking. Maybe it's up the top. Maybe I should stop jumping. Yeah. There we go. It's not down there. Where, oh, where would you be, my glorious, glorious... Wow. Tengu. Tengu are not what I want to deal with. So there is your immolation damage. There's your fans. I know Tengus have fans. Wow, look at that. Yes! Beat you bastards up. It was decent, I guess. Am I butthurt that I cannot find that item? Oh no, I just found it. Yeah. Awesome. So that thing icon means there is a shopkeeper here. Tofu, eh? Excuse me, would you like some tofu? What? You want to know more about me? You're a strange one. I'm an imp who's obsessed with making tofu. Just call me the little tofu boy. I only sell tofu made to the best of my abilities. Okay, so if you want tofu, that's how you get tofu. I doubt I'm gonna get attacked because obviously there's a NPC in this little area. Wow, I was sort of expecting more. We want to go... Only because I think it might be wiser just to go here. I'll come back and do the whole world given the chance. Not now, obviously, because I am weak as shit and getting my ass handed to me. And The video is running way longer than I was hoping it would, but I could have just kept going then down. Oh, that was so bad on my part. Didn't realise the map had more aspects to it. Sometimes you actually do get attacked out here. Other times you don't. Hey, look at that. Item. Cabbage. I'm just thinking of that episode of, not that, just that one, but Avatar, The Last Airbender. Cabbage. More cabbages. That guy. I know by the end of it he just gave up. I'm pretty sure it's... I don't remember how to beat these. They'll come at me in a minute. Oh, actually, they actually end up they stop coming at you, I think. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I think that's it. Yeah, awesome. I'm not too sure with a lot of these enemies, just because I genuinely don't remember. Which, I mean, is fine. I'm not an expert at this game. That's for certain. This is a... Ugh. More about time I'm running into heaps of treasures. I mean, I care not for radishes, and I care not for a lot of the other things I'm getting out of this place, but... Nothing. Fair enough. Easy as pie. Bad guy. Yeah, this sword is far better. I'm pretty certain enemies do scale in some capacity. Get me... Nope, not even close to leveling up. That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Almost at the bottom. Fantastic. Almost to Ego. Souls. Love me some good souls. You can't go down? Yeah, I was wondering why it wouldn't let me. Probably too close to the barrier. That was uneventful. Ego. Awesome. Awesome. So the world is pretty expansive, only because there's just so many little areas. I think this is very similar to, wow, this world map is just huge. Oh, they're doing the same thing. Odin's Sphere. I think that's the game where... Bloody monks. I hate the monks. Yeah, this is the one that I love. Yeah, I really do like this one. Typical. Yeah, we go. Look at that. Fantastic. Certain areas do the whole rotating sort of sphere. Oh. Sometimes it's off-putting, other times it's not. Hey, look at that. Found the item. Healing pellet. Fantastic. Oh, come on, game. Recovery pellet. That's alright. I can live with that. I was hoping I'd be maybe a level 6 by the time I take on... Oh, an item. Typical. Damn it. I'm just not very good when it comes to counterattacking. So sometimes I actually do like to just use the special move, just because that means I'm guaranteed to block the damage. Nah, we won't get the souls. So, as I said before, this game has plenty of dungeons. No, I probably didn't say that before. This is one of the dungeons. I can't do anything. I don't have the demon blade, which is powerful enough to take it on. Wow, look at that. Finding all these items has been pretty easy so far. Come on, Kisuke, we can do it. Oh, big souls, big souls. Yeah, fantastic. Do they affect your level up? I'm not 100% certain. It's a monkey. It looks like this innocuous little monkey wants to guide you to a secret mountain hot spring. So, it's cool coming to these. Because you get instant HP buff. And you get to talk to the monkeys. Nice and hot. This is one hell of a hot spring. I feel 100% better. They say that heaven and hell can be found in this world. Well, I think I'm sure as shit. We sure as shit found a paradise here, didn't we, monkey? Wow. I butchered that. But yeah, full HP, which is fantastic. So there are little HP spots. You can't jump when you're in this mode, I guess, but not the end of the world. So we want to... how close is the next save point? Damn it, game. We don't want to go that way. No. Oh, damn. I think these things actually are really fantastic. Level up. Nah, just kill it. So obviously if you get souls in battle, you actually do get your thing blade up quite fast. Because it is also determined based on souls, but I'm pretty certain. Oh, come on. You were terrible at the whole... So that's where we came from. Which is fine, but I want the item. Knowing my luck, it's probably up in the trees. Yeah, there we go, look at that. Healing pellet. Not ideal. Not ideal. So this game probably will take, what? I know it takes about 30-ish hours to finish everything. But everything is sort of linked between the two characters, so if I end up, say, taking 20 hours on one character, the chances are I probably won't even take half of that on the other, solely because they're just, you end up being able to, probably easy, no, wrong button, easy to show. If you go into the forge, if I get to a certain point, say I get this with Kisuke, Mamahime can also use it. Well, sorta. She can use the ones that I think she can use all of them if they're not marked. As I said, I'm pretty certain she can use all of them. Ugh, it's been a long time, so I mean, I don't want to be quoted, but I'm pretty sure I will figure it out next episode. I definitely know they can use the shared ones, but yeah, pretty certain they can use each other's blades. In fact, I don't even know what causes that. I think that was the last boss. Good weapon, but so we're gonna end it here. We'll talk to the fox, see if she says something. Ugh, nothing new. That's a shame. So we're gonna end it here, which is a little unfortunate. I was sort of hoping that I could run through this a little faster and get to the second boss, or at least the next area, which there's I think there's a dungeon here. I'm not 100% certain. It's a shame, but I'm definitely going to be happy playing this game. I've been playing a lot of Ratchet & Clank recently, and I assure you by the time I got through, I think it was... What have I released? It would be Quest for Booty, Tools of Destruction, Kraken Time, Into the Nexus, bloody Size Matters. They definitely destroyed me. Just playing one after the other was just too much for me. I don't think I could do that again. I'd have to... I mean, the only ones that are left are obviously the multiplayer ones, so Gladiator, Q-Force, and All For One, I think, are the only ones I have left to play. And maybe Secret Agent Clank, which is not multiplayer though. But yeah, so it's this game is essentially just a breather, because I don't think I could just keep going Ratchet and Clank. It just burned me up just playing them just over and over and over again. So it's a bit of a different pace for me, and it's a game that I'm not particularly crash hot at either. So it's going to be a little bit more embarrassing for me than Ratchet and Clank, even though I curse and abuse everything under the sun when it comes to that game. Either way, I'm done rambling. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. I've seen a little bit of the game. I definitely recommend you getting this game in some capacity, even if you just download the Dolphin emulator and pirate the game. I mean, I doubt Vanillaware would like endorse that, but I mean, I think they'd rather just want people to play the game if nothing else. Anyway, bye, and I hope you join me for the next one.